I think honestly we just couldn't find an answer offensively to match their offensive plays. I think they really started to turn it up a notch towards the end of the game, and we just didn't have some answers late in the stretch.
How much do you think their experience, they've got a lot of guys that have been in Final Four, played in a lot of these games, and a lot of you guys really haven't been in a game of that magnitude. How much do you think that helped them kind of down the stretch?
I'm sure it probably helped a lot. That school is rich in tradition and everything like that, so I'm sure they have a lot of guys that come there and have experience in games like this. And I think they're like on a 10-game winning streak or something like that. So they've had a couple in a row. So I think they just knew what to do at the end of the game.
They came out of the locker with an 8-0 run, but you guys were able to answer that. Did you feel that the game was really under control at that point because you took the punch and kept on going?
Yeah, I mean, second half, I think we didn't come out as aggressive as we did to start the game, but I think that it was still a pretty manageable game until like late in the game.
Austin, defensively, I mean, it seems like obviously taking on Tiger Campbell, but just your thoughts of your performance and maybe even kind of frustrating because you took quite a few shots that were very, very late in the shot clock.
I wanted to take on the challenge just because he's older player who's been playing at this level, at a high level, and been to Final Fours. Like, he's been in positions where I want to be. So I took the challenge face on, wanted to guard him 94 feet. And, I mean, he hit tough shots the whole game, and, I mean, I wasn't going to back down from it. But, I mean, it was a tough loss. Like DJ said, there was plays that we could have made offensively that could have helped us down the stretch to make the game closer or a better outcome.
What did you guys think of the atmosphere and the students tonight?
I mean, for me being a freshman and I came to a couple games last year. I mean, it was not like this at all. I mean, the atmosphere was crazy. I mean, it was loud in here. It was super loud in here. Everybody was jumping before tip-off started. Like, the student section was rocking. So, I mean, it was great to see everybody come out.
DJ, what about for you? There was a student section record with 5,000 plus students. Did it seem like that many students out there?
Yeah, it did. I don't think I ever recalled like the second deck being that full last year. I couldn't see any seats up there, so definitely shout out to the fans for having our backs tonight. And hopefully we could just keep having games like this in the future.
How do you kind of regroup now after kind of a tough loss, and you've got another good team coming in here Saturday? How do you regroup?
We just can't hang our heads. That was the number 5 team in the nation, something like that. So that they're a good team, and to play a good team like that and take them down to the wire, I feel like we have a lot of positives that we can look back on in this game and use for the next game.
Austin, where's that confidence come from? Is that something you've always had? You strive for the big moment.
I mean, just being, like I've always said, I'm from Texas, and where I'm from in Texas, like, nobody respects you. So, like, just having that mentality on the floor, like, everybody thinks I'm not good as them on the floor. So I just have that mentality when I play all the time.
DJ, how have you seen Austin grow as a guard so far this year?
Just seeing him come in as like a little baby, first day on campus, man, and just seeing how much he's grown up to this point, man, he's definitely surprising me. I knew we had some game to him from watching him in high school and everything, but the jump from high school to college is a big jump, and to see how far he's come up to this point, I think it's crazy, and he's only going to keep getting better.
After Des made that half-court three to end the first half, what was the energy like going into the locker room?
I think the energy was good. That was a big momentum play for us going into the half. And I mean, for me, it kind of brought back flashbacks, but in a negative way. Don't really want to talk about that, but glad I was on the right side of things this time.
Do you guys believe that you can learn more from a loss than you can a win?
Yes, I do, because like you said, they're a team that's been in the Final Four and gone far in the tournament, and I mean, that's what we're trying to do this year. So, I mean, there's a lot of games this season, and so, I mean, we were battle-tested with some tough teams like them in Arizona. So, I mean, those are games that we've lost and we can learn from that could help us later in the stretch, like when March comes.
And DJ, I mean, to kind of piggyback off that, to go toe-to-toe with them, the number 5 team, I mean, up until down the stretch, I mean, confidence-wise, what does that do for your team in general?
I think it just tells us that, any given night we can lace them up and play against anybody. Doesn't matter who you are, just got to come out there and play basketball.
Anything else?
You had all 14 of your points in the first half. What was the differences between the first half and the second half?
I think this was just a different flow in the second half. The ball wasn't kind of moving the same way it was in the second half. I think they made some defensive adjustments going into halftime, and I think that's all it was.